Back with another Epic Collection review. Just so happens a couple of X-Force collections have come out this year, and this is Volume 3, Assault on Graymalkin. Now, this is written by Fabian Nicieza pretty much all the way through, and so it's got a consistent narrative to it, even though it's a bunch of different books. X-Force 20 through 36, Annual number 2, Cable 1 through 4, which is the ongoing series, Deadpool, The Circle Chase 1 through 4, and, of course, Nomad number 20. So X-Force right now, Cable is presumed dead after their final encounters with Strife before this, and they are going to a space station, which Cable had before, in order to basically figure things out and figure out what Cable's legacy would be towards them. And they run into S.H.I.E.L.D. there. They fight War Machine. The art's pretty cool. I mean, you see it's like, it's 90s fare, like, not when it was like the excess 90s fare, but a little bit. You had Greg Capullo doing a lot of these, the art here, which looks fantastic. And look, there's not much story to it. They're over the top in the way they talk. Muscles on muscles, hot chicks in scantily clad situations. And it's just fun. Now, there's a couple things like Domino and Deadpool are off hunting down like some legacy from some other stuff, and Cannonball's trying to figure out how to be the leader of the X-Force here as they're coming across all this. They fight a guy named the Externals after a while. There's some of their teammates are captured by an anti-mutant group and then freed on the other side. Then we get into Cable. Now, Cable, we have this like series where Cable's in the future, and it's also written by Fabian Nicieza, so it's pretty consistent there. I'd say like his excesses on writing are not anywhere near like Rob Liefeld stuff from before. So it's a little bit more of a narrative. You get a little bit more meat on the bone as he's in the future, and he realizes he kind of has to go back to the past. I hate this, by the way. There's one thing like about this era where they do the sideways things that you have to turn the book sideways in order to read it. Oh, it's the worst. I'm glad they stopped doing that for the most part. He's got a team in the future, and he comes back over 4 issues here, and ends up in an underwater base, and starts to kind of put his life back together in the present. And once he finally does so, he meets up with some of his former squad mates, has a little fight with them, and then rejoins X-Force at the end of it. So once he rejoins X-Force, we get a couple more issues of X-Force, like in 25 and 26, we get the Fatal Attraction storyline, where we fight Magneto, and then it goes into the Deadpool Circle Chase. Now, there's a character named Tolliver who was in earlier X-Force and New Mutants, and he's dead, and there's like a will that's being passed down, and Deadpool is going through basically a gauntlet in 4 issues trying to uncover his will. This was my least favorite part of the book. It's like the problem with X-Force and all this X stuff that like you're getting through, there's all these background characters, and there's so many characters, it's hard to keep track of who's who after a while. And once you get into different series with different people, it's kind of rough. Now, the art's really good in the Deadpool series. It all, like I said, this is like 90s fare, which I actually enjoy. And I'd say like the storytelling, like it's just like so much over the top action and all this stuff, and creature, them posing and jumping at you and stuff like that. But it may not be the best, but doggone it, it's a lot of fun. And it concludes with this X-Force annual, where Cable and company, as Cable's back now, fight against this guy Extreme, who's working for a anti-mutant guy who's trying to cure the world of mutants. It's another guy who's trying to cure the world of mutants, and his name's Strong, of course. And he captures some of the X-Force and basically used a couple people in order to get X-Force to come and try to cure them, but then it all backfires. And Extreme kind of joins up X-Force, kind of. I guess he's going to be in a future issue on this. Nomad kind of ties into this as well, because Domino and her current team kind of hunts him down for a little bit. Then they realize they should be on the same side as they're hunting down some S.H.I.E.L.D. technology that is being used for nefarious purposes, and they don't want it used for nefarious purposes. This is my least favorite art. This is like a discount Todd McFarlane who drew this. I don't even know the guy's name. But it's definitely a discount Todd McFarlane. And the weakest story of the series so far is we have no idea what's going on in Nomad, so it's kind of an odd deal there, but it does feature Domino, so therefore, it kind of ties into X-Force a little bit. So this stuff's okay. Like I said, I enjoy Greg Capullo's art. Art Thibert does a beautiful job when he's on cable there. And other than that, like, it's kind of a guilty pleasure kind of read, so it's like you have fun with it, but it's really not technically the best, and that's where it's at. So I call it a 7 out of 10 overall, because it is entertainment, and it is entertaining, and that's about as much as you can ask. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.